Hello, YouTube. I already see some of my friends in chat. Ella, hello. Harry, hello. Can you guys help me real quick? I was messing around with OBS, and I put some audio filters on because I was watching old VODs, and like just the whole stream is still very quiet. So I have a gain filter on my microphone now to make it louder. Eclipse, hello. Happy Sunday, friend. Can you guys tell me how this sounds right now? Because I'm trying to make it like a regular volume, because it's normally too quiet. Song of the Rats, hello. Welcome to the stream. I don't recognize your name, so if this is your first time joining us, welcome. So, El, you're saying it sounds okay, as in, like, the game isn't too loud or my vocals aren't too quiet? We got a lot of new folks in here today. Hey, Nope. Hello. Welcome. It's not too bad of quiet. Yeah, normally, like, the entire stream is just too quiet. So, like, the settings that you guys have your volume on right now, is this what you, like, normally watch YouTube videos at? You're louder, I can hear it, but, like, it's even. So when you say it's even, does that mean that the game is too loud still? I have the game set to where I normally have it set, so it should only be making my microphone louder. And again, like, all I have to go off of is like visual cues about where my levels are at. So here, you got a 64 and a PS1. Heck yeah, bro. You got any games? Now you're talking about my childhood. Okay, I'm gonna trust you guys. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Again, my goal today is to try to get this to sound the normal volume that other YouTube videos are. Because I found, like, normally if I watch a YouTube video on my computer, I have my volume at like 10, somewhere around 10. And when I go and watch my VODs, I have to turn my volume up to like 16 or 18. And then if it switches to an ad, it's too loud, so. Okay. We're gonna press, but again, if it starts to sound not good, please let me know, guys. I'm trusting you to help me here. Voice goes over any noise or music while the music sounds nice and vibrant. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, so we haven't played Stardew in 2 weeks now, technically. Last Sunday, we did not do our normal Stardew Sunday. We did a retro stream in honor of my late brother instead, which was a lot of fun. Like I said, I think I want to start putting retro streams into rotation more. So that said, I don't quite remember where we were at in this game. I think we're getting towards the end of Summer 2. We're like in the middle of summer. Okay, cool. So tell me what's going on, guys. What's new in your worlds? Fill me in. I think I want to move all these today. Started a new farm and you're already almost at the end of year 1? Right on, dude. Moving through the game. What farm did you pick, Ella? Allie's working on a new game project. Do tell. Here's some details. My buddy Cranky Ray is here. Hello, friend. I know that this isn't like the optimal way to do it. Whatever. The metal one? That's this one. It's the same one I picked. I do like this farm a lot. A Sonic engine? That sounds complicated. You must be a smarter human than I. Oh, so there's just like a dedicated engine for people to do fan games? Is that somewhat like ROM hacking, Harry? My only experience in that realm is RPG Maker. Recently played To the Moon. Where am I? I'm glad you enjoyed that game, Cranky. I did too. I know that I was a little bit more critical of To the Moon than I was some of the other games I reviewed. But it really is a great game. Alright, what am I supposed to be doing? I gotta get my head in the game here, guys. I kinda just like want to chat. I want to know what's going on. How have you guys been? I'd say it's good to see your beautiful faces, but I can't see your faces. Sorry, I'm just quickly looking at my notes. I don't think there's any other fish we have to get in summer. Let's take a quick look. So I literally just need a walleye, which is a fall fish. And we already have 1 apple, so we just need a walleye and 2 apples. Okay, so in the fall we'll finish our community center. So that's pretty good. We're moving along. And we were like really focusing on friendship and stuff too. Saw I uploaded a video about One Shot, decided to finish it myself, cried at the ending. Yeah, I did too. One Shot is... I'm not gonna like say it's the best game I've ever played. Because it's not. But it is so unique. I was just like so blown away so many times about how that game was able to like just break the fourth wall, right? That was a lot of fun to play on stream. That was a really, really cool one. I don't have any more. Oh yeah, I do. So we can give Marnie a diamond. We can give Willie a diamond. We can give Evelyn a diamond. We can give Carolyn a diamond. I should just keep planting these? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, guys. Erica's here. Hello. Yeah, I mean, friendship is great. I only care about it quite so much because we will get points towards the Grandpa Shrine. Erica, you're fine, dear. Like I always say, I understand that you guys have lives outside of me and when I'm streaming. That's perfectly okay. We get a little Wheels cutscene here. I really do feel bad for George, like... You know, like, he's a crotchety old man, and he's kind of narrow-minded, but... You guys gotta remember that people like that, you know, they're only that way because of their life circumstances. Sister had her graduation. Got an exam tomorrow. Eclipse, you have Parkinson's? Really? Is that something they're like sure of? Are you... You don't have to. I'm not going to ask you for any personal information. But I'm just curious and I care about your well-being. You don't have to tell us how old you are, but I'm curious to know and like how they're so certain of that diagnosis. A game that you really want a movie to be made about? You know what would be interesting to see is... And the only reason I would even suggest this is because of the Minecraft movie. But I'm wondering if they took a similar formula and made a Terraria movie, how that would do. Holy crap, I didn't realize this is why George was in a wheelchair. Like, I thought he was just old. He read my mind. Minecraft again. Chicken jockey. Now I feel extra bad for George. So here's another great point. You know, I know that a lot of times when we're playing Stardew and hanging out and chatting, like this is kind of just background noise for us to talk. But I've said this before, guys, in videos and on stream about grief and how grief isn't just a person you love dying. There's all these different forms and levels of grief. And so in this case, you know, George lost his ability to walk 30 years ago in an accident. And now here he is having trouble getting stuff off of his bookshelf. And that is grief. George is grieving the loss of his ability to walk. And, you know, anytime that you lose anything, any quality of life, whether that's a person, a pet, you know, your ability to do something physically or mentally, like grief comes with that. So even though we're not talking about what people think, you know, of traditional grief, like George is grieving right now. That's what he's doing. I mean, almost any Zelda game could pretty much make a good movie. Although I'm a little bit nervous about this Zelda TV show or whatever it is they're making. Because it's live action. I don't think Zelda should be live action. I think like what they did with the Mario movie would be perfect. Marnie, Willie. I'm probably not going to see Caroline today, am I? I'm going to come out, okay. Regis, hello friend. I'm actually doing pretty good today. Relatively speaking, I am doing well today, friend. I'd love to hear how you're doing. Yeah, we were kind of talking about that on the last stream, Harry. I still don't know a whole lot about it. Oh, there's all kinds of, like, really awesome fan-made stuff for Zelda. And it's, you know, there's so many, like, of these passion projects. You know, whether it be, like, ROM hacks or animations. Why am I visiting Leah? That if, like, Nintendo just got with these people instead of fighting them, they could produce something really just really great. I guess we'll go bust these artifact troves. Yeah, I mean, normally, like, when I start playing Stardew on a Sunday, kind of takes me, like, an entire day to reacclimate and remember what I was even doing in this game. Excuse me. But the fact that I haven't touched this game in 2 weeks. I am confusion. Rubes is here. Laura is here. Oh, hello, my friends. Happy Sunday to you. Undertale Legos would be cool. I feel like that would be pretty easy to pull off, too. Oh, we got one thing to donate. Yeah, so for my new folks showing up in chat here, like I was saying at the very beginning of the stream, I'm trying some audio filters in OBS to try to elevate the vocals because the VODs have been too quiet. The streams have been too quiet. So let me know how this sounds. If things are too loud or too quiet. Because I still have this filter open so I can tweak it. Make it louder or change the noise gate, things like that. Not really, Laura. I was kind of just like bored, eager to start playing. I do have some family who's visiting from downstate. And so I may tentatively spend some time with them here today. Which means maybe the stream will end a little bit early, but there are no concrete plans yet. I'm not committing to anything yet. Kind of a big maybe. It's still quiet for you? Like the game is too quiet, Laura? Because I kind of left the game where it was, and I just turned up my mic. I can definitely make the game louder. I don't even have to filter that to do that. But I'm looking at like where my audio peaks are. And like, this is kind of where I want everything. I don't know, maybe it could all still be louder. I'm not a very loud person. I'm kind of soft-spoken, so... Hey there, Magumpo bro. I'm gonna turn the game up a little bit. Both? Okay. This is good. This is the info Matt needs. So I turned up the game by like 5 decibels. And I'm turning up my mic by 2. How is that? Check 1 2, check 1 2. this stuff. Give me all this money. I don't know if the Meadowlands is my favorite farm, but I really like it. I think I was saving my honey for something. If it's still too quiet, let me know. My dear friend Purple. It's so good to see you. Purple, I did see your email. Well, I saw that you emailed me. I have not had a chance to, like, read it yet, though. But at some point today, I will see what you wrote and do my best to respond to you. I should probably hang on to some of this truffle oil, right? Do I have any saved? Nope. We'll start hanging on to some of that. What a beautiful house. I didn't even do this today. I could have been running faster the whole time. Getting into those skull caverns. Nice, nice. So, we're not going to get through summer today. So we will not be finishing the community center on this stream. But it's literally just 1 fish and 2 apples. That's all we need. So what else is it that we should focus on? Maybe just doing some skull cavern runs? There isn't really a whole lot else I can do. Which villain and hero do you think are the most compelling in media? Oh, those are both great choices. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I think Link and Ganon, to me, would be contenders. Oh, Laura, I did not. See? Laura Kenny, this is why I need you. You keep me on track, because I start playing this game and my ADD kicks in. I'm not going to be able to get there. Right? Because doesn't Robin close at 4? We'll try. XD Carlos FN Edits. Hello. I do not recognize your name either, so if this is your first stream, welcome. I'm going to refer to you as Carlos if you're okay with that. If not... Oh, big ballin'. If that's not how you want to be addressed, though, please let me know. And I appreciate you being here, buddy. Thank you. That's another good suggestion. Cool. Thank you for letting me know. What did I need? Copper? We don't have much. Boy, I can sure smelt a ton of it, though. Alright. Give me them big boys. Oh, that's nice. So I'm pretty sure we can just do the old switcheroo here. How beautiful is that? I don't even think I'm going to actually even use these little chests anymore, but we'll hang on to them because eventually we'll probably have a deconstructor and we can get some of the mats back. Yeah, I'm actually like starting to get excited for Undertale Yellow. A little nervous because Undertale was a pretty emotional experience for me. And Deltarune is going to come first. So again, as a reminder, because I know some of you may not have been here when I was talking about it last time. So normally I stream on Wednesdays and Sundays. But because... So not this coming Wednesday, the 28th. So next week's Wednesday stream will not be happening on Wednesday because that's June 4th. I'm going to push it back a day to Thursday, June 5th, so that we can start playing the new chapters of Deltarune. So there will not be a Wednesday stream next week. It will be a Thursday stream instead. Just so you guys are aware of that. I'll probably make a post on my socials about it, just to remind people. But I don't want to announce too far ahead of time, because then people will forget, so... Oopsie. I did a silly. I almost wonder if I should just, like, put one chest here. That'll be fine. Yeah, thank you for letting me know, Purple. I've looked at it a little bit. Like, I understand. Like, that's why it's called Undertale Yellow, as you play as the yellow soul. So I know I'm probably in for a little bit of a ride. But it'll be okay. It'll be hard, but for you guys, I'll do it. You guys have just been so tremendously supportive of me and this project and streaming. I was kind of gushing about it last time, but I mean, you know. Again, we hit 60,000 subscribers this last week, which is just absolutely unreal to me. And that wouldn't happen without each and every one of you. And again, especially those of you that, like, take the time to watch, tune in every week to my streams, and just come hang out. I just, like, I think that's just such a cool thing. It's something I didn't ever think would happen. You know, when I started this channel a year and a half ago, I never imagined it would be anything close to what it is now. That's literally all because of you guys, so... Thank you, and I love you all so much. I really, really do. All the booksellers in town. And I forgot we were upgrading our trash can. Emily gives us a random urchin with a little skateboarding emoji. That's cute. I'm really happy to hear that, Rubes. Truly. I know I said this, I think on the last stream or the stream before, you know, that I kind of relate to you. You know, I said that you and I are two sides of the same coin in a way. You know, because you lost your father and I lost my daughter. And it's, again, not that I'm comparing my grief to yours. But, you know, grief is such a lonely thing. And it's not that, like, you want other people to grieve and suffer. You know, it breaks my heart that you have to deal with this feeling all the time, too, because it's a terrible feeling and I hate it. But I feel a little bit less alone in my grief. You know, having connected to you. I appreciate you very much. Which cow didn't get milked? You. Yeah, Carlos, that's how most people end up finding my channel. The Amori video is far and away my most viewed content. But hopefully you've had time to look at some of my other stuff and see if any of the other stuff I've done resonates with you as well. And again, thank you for just taking the time to come hang out and stream. It's super cool of you. Very much appreciated. Let's see. We'll save the duck feathers. Oh yeah, so the streaming thing is kind of new, Carlos. I've only been doing it a few months. And I only do it twice a week. I'm not like a hardcore full-time streamer. I may start streaming more, depending on my schedule and stuff, but because I'm really enjoying it so far. It's been really cool, like, to connect with people. Alright, so we don't care about the beans. And so we're gonna go get our trash can. And we're gonna go to the bookseller. I have a few other friends, professional acquaintances, who are YouTubers and streamers. And so I've been talking to them a lot this week. Just trying to get guidance from people who have been doing it longer than me. Like, I don't know if you guys watch Waffle Time. He's a mostly Terraria streamer. He does a lot of other things, but most notably, this is Terraria content. I've been talking to Carson about it a lot the last few weeks. And he's been super helpful, super supportive. I talked to Andy Lasso. I talked to another streamer in the name of DT. Talking to Magellar. Talking to Livid. If you guys like Pokemon content, Pokemon and Zelda, you should go watch Livid. Livvvid. Super chill dude, super funny. He is a veteran just like I am. And he's now like a full-time streamer and YouTuber. And he's just been like, I mean, just like such a good friend lately. These last few weeks, you know, he's taken a lot of time to sit and like really educate me, which has been super helpful. What else was I doing? Trash can, bookseller. A cursed Pokemon ROM hack. So on the subject of Pokemon, I've been asked a couple of times now in stream if I would be willing to do a Nuzlocke. So that's another thing that I've kind of been thinking about doing. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. Okay, so I actually low-key think that I want this. Boy, we got a lot of money. I didn't realize we had that much money. Holy crap. I never ride the horse, but this is all just skill points, so I don't think I care, because we're already in Mastery. I don't need to pay for it. So, Rubes, a Nuzlocke is it's playing through a game of Pokemon, but it's under specific, like you add additional rules. And so generally speaking, what a Nuzlocke means is if any of your Pokemon faint, then you have to box them permanently. You can't revive them at a Pokemon Center and keep using them, kind of thing. Like, they die for all intents and purposes. And you can't just catch as many Pokemon as you want. Typically, you can only catch one Pokemon from every area, like every route, anywhere where a Pokemon can be caught. And you have to catch the first one that you find. There's all these other, like, subset rules, a lot of ways to make it harder. Like, if you do a hardcore Nuzlocke, then you can't heal at Pokemon Centers at all. You can't use items outside of battle, like you have to do a turn. So I don't think I would probably do a hardcore Nuzlocke. I think I would just do a regular Nuzlocke. And as far as, like, which game I would play, I'd probably do a poll to see. But Platinum would be a contender. Leaf Green would be a contender. Maybe Heart Gold, Soul Silver would be a contender. So I'm thinking, like, you know, probably Gen 3 or 4. Most likely. But it's something I've never done, so yeah, I just think it would be a cool thing to try. Again, I'm looking for... I'd have to name them all after types of cheese. There you go. Yeah, I don't play Sims, Rube, so I don't know what the Legacy Challenge is, if you want to educate. Alright, we're just going to go to the desert. I have way too much crap to go to the desert, but whatever. That sounds interesting, Purple. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Pokemon since 1999. My first Pokemon game was Blue version. I had Blue and my brother had Red. So I've played Blue, Yellow, Silver, Ruby, Leaf Green, Emerald, Platinum, Black, Y. I've played almost every generation. Really, I think the only gen I haven't played is 7. I never played Sun and Moon. Totem is nice. Oh, that sounds cool, Rubes. Oh, this is another thing we really want is the Slime Charmer ring. I'm gonna have to check and see how close we are to that, because I have no idea. But I would really like to have the Slime Charmer ring. Part of me thinks like a Pokemon randomizer would be fun. Not quite like an Ironmon, because I'm not ready for that. There's just like way too much luck involved in getting anywhere in an Ironmon. But a Pokemon randomizer might be fun. So now that I'm like doing stuff in the game here that's kind of noisy, can you guys just like let me know how it sounds again? If I'm too quiet, or if the game's too quiet, or if both are too quiet. Because, like, once I have this dialed in, then I don't have to mess with it anymore. But I use a different scene collection for all the different games I play because, like, obviously the hub is different. Which means that like, once I have these filters dialed in, then I have to go apply them to all the other scene collections for all the other games I stream. I will totally play Pokemon Ruby Rubes. I love Gen 3. Free bomb, thank you, sir. Gen 7 ruined Pelipper for you. Yeah, honestly, Wingull and Pelipper are pretty heavy in Gen 3 as well. I don't know why. That's how I feel about Spinda. Spinda just annoys me in Gen 3. The reason I never played Sun and Moon is because I saw, like, it's just way too dialogue heavy. Like, the game just holds your hand and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. Pokemon games already struggle with that problem, where there's just too much dialogue. Oh, that's a bad. Yeah. There's very few Pokemon that I actually, like, just don't like based on their design. Gen 5 is really weird for me because it has some of my all-time favorites, like Litwick. And some of my most hated Pokemon ever, like Watchog. Watchog is probably a contender for my least favorite Pokemon. I gotta say, too, on the subject of Pokemon, I really don't like the direction Game Freak took with the starters. You know, because for the first, I don't know, 4 generations of Pokemon games, like, the starters were just, like, elemental animals, right? Fire lizard or whatever, a grass gecko, and it just made sense. But then somewhere along the way, Game Freak decided that the starter Pokemon needed to have, like, jobs or personalities. And it's like, why does my fire rabbit need to be a soccer player? Why does my fire crocodile need to be a singer? Or my water duck need to be a dancer? Like, they just added this really unnecessary thing that just, it makes them feel less like Pokemon to me. I can't really explain it. M. I don't really know how to say your username there, buddy, but hello. Welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. Thank you for stopping in. You like Riolu? Riolu's a Gen 4 Pokemon. I mean, I'm sure Riolu is in Gen 5. But Riolu and Lucario were Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I mean, I'm sure they had their reasons for doing it purple. And I'm not trying to, like, sit here as a nobody on the internet and be overly critical of the company that created, like, one of the most valuable video game franchises of all time. One that I love. It's just sort of like a nitpicky thing. I think when it comes to Pokemon design, I tend to like the minimalistic stuff more. Like, to me, if you can make a Pokemon interesting without making it complicated, to me, that's like the ultimate flex of a Pokemon designer. And I think that's why, like, as an example, again, I like the Litwick line so much. You know, like, he's just a cute little haunted candle. He's not complicated, he's not flashy. He evolves into a lamp and then a chandelier, like, it makes sense. It's unique and interesting, but not complicated. You know, Litwick is a very uncomplicated Pokemon. Ethan. I'll try to remember that. Thank you for letting me know. And welcome, friend. So, if I do start doing a retro stream like once a month... Hold that thought. Epsilon. Hello. I haven't seen you in a week. And you jumped off a stream last Sunday before we had our final drawing. So everybody in chat, congratulate Epsilon because they won a piece of merch. So Epsilon, I have a redeem code for you for a t-shirt from the merch store. So if there's a good way for us to make arrangements for me to get that code to you privately, it's a link that I gotta send you. I found your channel, but there wasn't any contact info in there. So I don't know if you have Instagram or Reddit or Facebook. I can DM you on any of those platforms. So just let me know. But yeah, I spun the wheel and you won, and then I looked and I realized you had already left, and I was like, oh man. Discord is like the one thing I don't have. But if that's something I need to do to make sure that you get your shirt, I can make that happen. If you leave stream before I'm done today, just let me know that you're going so that we can make some kind of arrangement. Hey, no worries, Harry. I appreciate you just hanging out and giving any of your attention. I'm out of bombs. I'm out of bombs. Okay, so like I was saying before. Sorry, I got excited when I saw Epsilon. If I do start doing a retro stream, like once a month and rotating it in... So when I say retro, I basically mean like Nintendo 64 or sooner. So if it's GameCube, PS2, or later, it's off the table. So, and I'll put Game Boy Advance in there too. I'll do GBAs. But GBA, Super Nintendo, N64, even NES games. Are there any games, retro games, that you guys are like, oh man, that would be really cool to stream that one? And again, it's not that I'm like trying to pander to you guys. I'm really just like trying to figure out and get ideas for more stuff to stream. That's your Reddit, Epsilon? Can you confirm that you just got... There's no rush, but I just sent you a DM. Right on. Thank you so much. When I'm off stream here, because I have the code saved on my computer, I don't have it on my phone. So I will make sure to get that code over to you when stream's done. And again, congratulations, and thank you so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. What do I get rid of? Because that is another trinket. I kind of like the flowers. I am in love with the cocoa. Okay, so now I have to decide... Do I do the froggy, or do we stick with the basilisk paw? I'm not really getting hit much. I'm not getting a lot of debuffs. So maybe we swap to the frog? Look at that little boy. Okay, we got the froggy. I really wish that my daughter were alive to see this. Because she absolutely loved frogs. Like, Allie was the kind of kid... Oh, book, yes, please. Allie was the kind of kid that... I mean, she liked cute animals. Dogs and cats and teddy bears and whatever, but... You know, she liked... like, creepy, crawly, slimy... like frogs and turtles and stuff. Blobfish. She was that kind of kid. She'd absolutely go nuts over this little froggy boy. Thanks, Rubes. I like froggies too. I was at my cabin the other day doing work. Just like in the yard around it. Breaking leaves and hauling wood and stuff. And it's still pretty cold here in Michigan. You know, it was like maybe 50 degrees. Not quite. But I found a little... I don't know if it was a newt or a salamander. He was hiding under some leaves. I woke him up. Yeah, switching to the frog here was already a good choice. And look at him, he gets all fat when he eats a bad guy. We can just bail. It's almost midnight. Trying to save the totems for when I really need them. I do gotta come cut down all these trees, too. I don't know why you threw out the Moai statue emote, Ethan. But it's been a joke on stream before that I look like one of those statues from the side. My profile fits. Alright, so we sell the truffles. Well, like, all this other stuff is either gifts or, like, just good things to have. Like, mushrooms are good. Oh, that's interesting, Rubes. I didn't even know they were rivals. Are they both amphibians? I feel like I should know that. Alright, so we'll just throw our basilisk paw in here for now. I don't even care about grabbing all the gems. Alright. So this is kind of nice that we're just like steadily now making 15 to 20k a day. All the work to get our animals and stuff going is finally taking off. Which is stupendous. I get it, purple. That's an Undertale reference. In the words of the great Captain America, I understood that reference. Neo's here. Hi, friend. Happy Sunday. My inventory's full. Already. Again. Perpetually. Rufio. Our dear friend and moderator. Happy Sunday, brother. I hope you are doing well, sir. Yeah, man, slowly but surely. Congrats, Neo. That's awesome. Oh, we gonna get some batteries today. So speaking of superheroes, since I bring up Captain America, another thing that I've noticed some streamers do is like incentives. So like if they get so many, you know, subscribers or donations or whatever, they'll do something special. Usually some challenge of perceived increased difficulty. Something to that effect. And so I was thinking about it. And one of the things I thought... I should plant some of these flowers. Do we have stuff? We don't have a ton of room. But one of the things I thought might be interesting Just because I have a few different, like, costumes and stuff. So, like, I have like a movie quality Spider-Man costume, for example. But I also have like I have a couple of really creepy Slipknot masks. And so, I don't know, I thought maybe it would be fun to try and do a stream and play a game wearing one of those masks or costumes. Because it's not easy to do. Like, it's low-key pretty hard to see out of those. But I think it might be fun. So I don't know if that's something you guys would be at all interested in. Not that I want any sort of like giant incentive. Like, I don't want you guys to pay a bunch of money. You know? But something like that might be fun. And yeah, Neo, it sounds like your work is paying off. Good for you. AG's here. Hello, friend. Happy Sunday. How have you been? I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, no worries, bud. Good to see ya. We got a froggy. No worries, Harry. Like I said, I appreciate you being here. I was just saying grats, Neo. It sounds like your hard work and studying has been paying off. But just saying congrats and that we're proud of you. So Rufia, I don't know if you are like at work right now, bro, or how much attention you're giving to the stream. And if not, it's cool, man. But I've been messing around with audio filters and OBS trying to make everything louder because like the VODs have just been too quiet and stuff. And so far everybody says it sounds pretty good, but like I really want to try to get it dialed in so that I don't have to mess with it anymore. So if you're able to, let me know how the stream sounds compared to normal. I'm trying to just like get everything to be louder because I go back and I watch the VOD sometimes and I just realized like they've been too quiet. You know, I have to turn my volume up quite a bit from a normal YouTube video. Oh, that's cool, man. Guest starring the Jaded Line Cook. Yeah, me too, and I'm trying to rectify that. Like, literally, I've had OBS up as loud as it goes, and my mic up as loud as it goes. Probably been researching it more, and there's filters you can do. So I put a gain filter and a noise gate on my mic through OBS. And so like what I'm seeing is it looks louder. You know, because I can see the peaks and stuff when I'm talking. But again, until I go back and listen to it, like watch the VOD, I don't really know. I appreciate that, Neo. And again, like, we're our own worst critics, right? I always go back and I watch my stuff, and I just think, man, I could have made this better. I could have done this differently. I could have said this differently. I care about it a little bit less with the streams because it's a live setting. But when I go back and watch, like, videos that I scripted and mixed and edited, you know, something that I took a lot of time to try and polish and think, oh man, this could have been better, like, that bums me out. Like, there's definitely stuff I would improve about, like, the Amori video, for example, but sound quality and balance between you and the game is fine. Cool. Thank you. Same thing, though, too, Rufio. If, like, the whole stream sounds quiet, like, I can turn both myself and the game up. I've already done that once this stream. Hello, Bean. Yeah, I started about 45 minutes earlier than usual today. Mostly because, like, I was just bored. But I do have some family up from Detroit. And so I do want to try to have a little bit of extra time free today. To maybe go see them. There's no concrete plans yet. AG, no worries. It was really good to see you. Take care of yourself, and I'm sure we'll see you again. Oh, look at all these dudes. So satisfying. Awesome, Bean. Super happy to hear that. It got to you pretty quick, too. Usually they take a little while. Oh, that's a bummer, Neo. When we're further along, Laura, I will definitely be using bombs a lot more. I try to use them sparingly early on in the runs. Just because, like, I don't have a ton of resources and I don't want to spend a bunch of money, like, to buy coal and ores. But again, like, this isn't a hardcore run. We're not trying to impress anybody. This is a cash, Stardew and chill. It might shrink a little bit too after you wash it, especially if you wash it in hot water. I really wish we could go to the volcano. I would like a better sword. Purple, are you playing Golden Sun 1? I love Golden Sun. Those are great games. Cool. I get a little bit nervous because I can't see my health and my energy because of the mic. It's like before I jump down a hole, I always gotta look. Never, Neo. That's part of why I chose Stardew. Because it's kind of a never-ending game. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to play this game on stream indefinitely. And, like, people have already expressed, like, kind of getting a little bit burnt out of watching Stardew every Sunday. We talked about this last week because I didn't stream Stardew. And so I think, you know, as I explore different games and different options here, I think we'll slowly, like, phase Stardew out. It'll always be there as a, oh, if there's nothing else to play, we can pick it up and do Stardew. But there's plenty of other stuff that I want to play on stream. And so the way I see it is I kind of have two options. I can either, you know, start rotating in other things. You know, like retro streams or Pokemon, the other stuff we're talking about. So, Rufia, are you saying that it's low in this specific stream right now? Like everything's low? Because I can go up. I can certainly go up. Yeah, the whole time I've been streaming, I've had my mic up as loud as it goes. And now that I found this gain filter, I finally did turn the actual gain on my mic down. I do not like avocados. I will not eat guacamole. And I like doing Stardew Sundays, Rubes. Like, I truly do, because again, like, this is kind of just like a chill game for us to play. And just talk. Like, a lot of streamers do that. Like, I've seen that on Twitch. Where they're not playing a game or, like, doing an activity. It's like they're just hanging out and chatting. Which I think is cool. Okay, no worries, Rufio. That's an interesting combination for breakfast, Cranky. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, guys. I'll be right back. Mangoes are another food that I don't know what it is about mangoes. I just don't like them. Like everything that's mango flavored that I've had, I like. It's something about a mango itself. Like I just can't help but taste like pine. Maybe I have broken taste buds. Pineapple is a goated fruit. The other thing about playing Stardew all the time is I don't want to like just be a Stardew streamer, you know? And that's why like from the beginning I made it a point to play a different game on Wednesdays instead of just doing Stardew all the time. But it's like the same with the Amori video, like I didn't want to just like only be known as the guy who made the Amori video. Like it's kind of hard as a creator not to like, I don't know, shoehorn yourself into like a certain role or perceived role. Oh, I'm with you there. I also enjoy fruit in general too. I like peaches. I like apples. Pretty much all berries. I bought a bag of cherries the other day at the store. And they were really good cherries. But I can't believe how expensive cherries have gotten. It was like $10 for a bag of cherries. which I'm just not used to because Michigan is the largest producer of cherries in the US. Second largest producer of apples next to Washington State. Which usually means that apples and cherries are not very expensive. I was kind of surprised by that. No worries, Neo. We'll be around for a little while. But enjoy your din-din. That is correct, Rufio. My dad has a ton of it growing out at his place right now. I can't believe how big some of it is. I like wasabi, Neo. I only ever eat it with sushi. Yeah, I mean, asparagus, leeks. Obviously, we have a lot of wild berries. Blackberries, raspberries, thimbleberries, strawberries. You know, Michigan just has a temperate climate and the Great Lakes, so... You know, people hear Michigan and they don't think rich farmland. You know, they think Detroit. But we grow a lot of stuff in our state. That's true, Rufio. What we actually eat as wasabi most of the time is not actually wasabi. You're correct. Whether it's real or fake, I'm a fan. I didn't realize it was so late. Your sister's not human then. Wasabi peas are good. That's the kind of thing that I can't eat a ton of them. Or even like Doritos. They're actually out right now. They were out last year. So last year they did these two... Oh, we should go find that butterfly. Last year they did these two like summer flavors or whatever. They did tangy ketchup and spicy mustard. And I just saw them again out in the stores. So if you're here in the States, they probably have those spicy mustard and tangy ketchup Doritos. If you like wasabi, you should try the spicy mustard Doritos. Pretty interesting. Hi, Josh. How are you doing today, friend? Do we have enough? Oh, we sure do. Need to get some auto petters. A little oinky. Okay is better than bad, friend. Glad to hear it. So this butterfly blessing thing that we have means that a butterfly appeared, a rainbow butterfly appeared somewhere in the town. Could be on my farm, could be in the woods, could be anywhere in between. But if we can find it, we get a bunch of money. So we want to try and find that boy. So we're going to take the long way to Clint's and see if we can find it. We're looking for a rainbow butterfly. And I think we have to find it by like 4 p.m. or it disappears. There's a lot of times where like I just don't find it. And the amount of money it gives you is based off of your total earnings. And it caps out at 50,000, I think. So it's like a certain percentage of your total earnings up to 50,000. Which I don't think we're anywhere near maxing it. But we still want to find it if we can. Give me that. So let's go peruse Pelican Town. Make a couple extra bucks while we're out doing it. Boy, everybody's hanging out in town today. Hello. I didn't even know there was a trout derby going on today. I don't remember what we even get for this. I gotta look it up and see if this is something I need to waste time on. Oh, trout derby prizes. Bucket hat, crab pot, mystery box, diamond. Blah, 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 blah. Nope. Is a whole lot of nothing. Oh, well, that's good, Josh. I'm glad that us connecting improves your day. I hope you know that it improves mine also. My aunt passed away this last week. And her and I weren't close. But her daughter, my cousin, her and I are pretty close. She's been super supportive these last 2 years to me. And so yesterday I went to the funeral. And it was at the same funeral home that we held my daughter's funeral and my brother's funeral in. And it was hard, like, just being in there. You know, the smell of the place and stuff. And I'm glad I went. You know, it was good. I got to sit with my cousin. We had a long talk about grief and life and... but it definitely took a toll on my old heart. So streaming today has been a good thing. Where is this a butterfly? Seeing a whole lot of butterflies, just no rainbow one. No, I understand, Ella. It sucks. Boy, we're seeing a lot of butterflies, but not the one we're looking for. I don't know if it can show up in the quarry. And that's the thing is, you know, during streams, it doesn't matter if you're a new person or a regular. The more people that come in and hang out, the better this is for me. But it does feel especially good when I see a familiar face. I don't know where this flippin' butterfly is. I know if I'm on the map, even if it hits 4 o'clock, if I'm on the same map as the butterfly does not despawn. The only place I really didn't look was like south. In Cindersap. Like on the southern side of the pond, but... I think it's gonna be one of those, oh well, kind of things. So, oh well. We tried. A lot of times I won't even, like, go seek the butterfly. One of those things where it's like, if I find it, cool. But this is usually why I tend not to go looking for it, is because I'll just waste my day trying to find it. Which, whatever. So tomorrow a new week starts, we can do gifts again. Do I have roasted hazelnuts? Do I have any hazelnuts? I think I need 3. Where are they? I swear I've made roasted hazelnuts and given them to Kent. Maybe I was just given some? Like in the mail? It actually doesn't look like I've cooked roasted hazelnuts. Hmm. Okay then. Mastery's actually coming along pretty far here, too. Guess we can just call this a day. I don't know what else to do with this day. Cool. Well, it sounds like I will be linking up with my family from downstate today, which is great. Kent wants a star fruit. Don't ask me why. Well, luckily we have some of that. Harry, you've missed a whole lot of nothing, buddy. We're just hanging out. We're making that bread, though, I'll tell you what. What face, Josh? My face? I usually don't pay attention to my own face. All right. Let's give a bunch of gifts. Yeah, bro, sometimes I just make dumb faces. That just be how it be. Oh, there he is. Didn't even see you there, buddy. Kind of weird to just like go give a dude a present while he's still in bed, but if it works. Here, I got nothing for you. Oh, I didn't grab an amethyst. Kind of good that you can only give 2 gifts a week, because sometimes it's just like impossible to get everybody. Got a Harvey cutscene. No, I'm not. No, Josh, I still have it written down on my notes here. I have not researched it. I really don't want to get a doctor's checkup here. I like how the frog is still following us. Like, into the exam room. Ah, yes. Putting the stethoscope right in my mouth. It's perfect. I'm not nervous. Harvey doesn't make me nervous. Although, let's be honest, if anybody in Stardew Valley were a serial killer, it would probably be Harvey. Now, the real reason I came, to give you alcohol. Didn't grab a leak either, but... Alright, Emily, are you home? Of course. There's another cutscene. I low-key do like Emily, though. Oh, this is her cute little dance thing. Trippy. That's because you're based, Ella. Part of me wants to say nothing and do a slow clap. We'll tell her it was amazing. You listen to it 25/7, Harry? As in you break the laws of space-time as we know it, add an extra hour. Just to get an extra hour. I respect it. $25.8. Alright, where did homeboy go? I do want to make sure that we get Penny. Oh, I did have a freaking amethyst. I didn't see it. I'm small brain today, chat. So yeah, like I was saying though, guys, if there are retro games that you specifically want to see, let me know. I still have a ton. I've got a ton of just like weird games from my childhood that a lot of you guys probably haven't seen or heard of. So like I have no shortage of weird stuff to show you. But again, if you think of other Super Nintendo, N64, or even Game Boy Advance games that you want to see, well, let me know. I mean, I could try to throw a Sonic game in there, but I'm not good at Sonic. I've never been good at Sonic. I typically don't care for the Sonic games. And only because, like, Sonic is a very specific kind of game. I don't know where Penny is today. You know, Sonic is unique because it's like a super fast-paced platformer. Which typically, like, I just tend to not do well in. Game's gotta be a little bit slower. But I know that there's, like, you know, good acclaimed Sonic games, so there's plenty for me to try. One of the streamers I watch... Give her a gift. One of the streamers I watch, he's been doing a shuffler for a couple weeks now, which is kind of a neat concept. So basically he takes a handful of games from different platforms and stuff. And it's a little bit overwhelming because he plays them kind of all at once. So he runs a program where the game automatically shuffles randomly, like between 5 and 10 minutes. So he'll be like right in the middle of doing something and then his game will switch. But it's been pretty cool to see. I don't think I could do that because it just looks too difficult. But there's quite a variety, so it's definitely an interesting thing to watch if you've never seen that. Good old Vector Man. Josh, no worries. That sounds like a great use of your time. Go enjoy your day. Hang out with your folks. That time is precious, and they love you more than you'll ever know. Could have done that sooner. I keep forgetting about that stupid statue. I'm just like so not used to having it. Guess we can just hang out here for a little bit. Oh man, a DOS game? Whew. You want to talk about retro? Oh. I can't believe May is already almost over, guys. I know I've talked about it some before too, but June is typically the hardest month of the year for my family and me. Both my brother's birthday and daughter's death day are in June. So really, like, I just say that to say if I seem off or whatever, that's probably what's going on. Can I make the better sprinklers? I sure can. Gold iridium battery. That's what I need to start doing. We're just about to that point. Fact. Before I plant these seeds, we'll come back and figure out sprinklers and plan this out. Because I think we only need like 5 of the iridium sprinklers, 5 or 6 of them, to cover everything in the greenhouse. Something I can look up too. Stardew. Best sprinkler layout greenhouse. Well, you can do it with 4. So I can do an asymmetrical or a symmetrical. If I do the asymmetrical, it technically gives me 1 extra plant. But that looks ugly. So I'm going to do symmetrical. Okay, that's easy. So it's 9 with the current sprinklers, Rufio. You're correct. But if we use the iridium sprinklers, we'll get rid of all these. And we can cover it with 4. Actually, it might be 4 with the extension nozzle. We don't have yet. Let me look again. Yeah, because what we'll do is we will put those... Yeah, that's correct. So the other 8 sprinklers will go on the border. Alright, we'll see how that looks in the morning. Oh, pink cake. That's good because Jas likes that, even though I don't have the stuff to make it. Everything else is easy to get. Hello, Leah. Oh, cool. How I feel about Matt. Kind of looks like twisted and complicated. Pepper poppers, right on. Fishy, right on. Can't even carry everything. Oh, we don't need these fish. I think that's enough for everything. Yep. That's right. Plant will go there. Plant will go there. Okay. Here, look at this one more time because I don't want to screw it up. Three from the sides, two from the top and bottom. 1, 2, 3 from the side. 2 from the top and bottom. There. I think that's right. We'll go with that. I don't think I have anything planted. Cool. All right then. Our chores and then give gifts. I don't have any room for anything ever. Don't care about summer squash. And I should be making more crystallariums. Make a couple. Literally. Alright, that's all. We'll go put Leah's statue. Just right here. No, that's fine. Okay, 2 wines. 1. Get rid of those. Take an egg for Kroby. And we do gotta get all the way out to the wizard still, too. I think that's enough of everything for everyone. Oh, that's the worst. Harvey's playing hooky. Let's see. Ante for you. Abby here. We already see. Kent, I got nothing for you, brother. Sorry. How nice would it be to live in a town where this new guy just shows up, starts giving you like diamonds and stuff every week? How are we doing with Kroby? 5 hearts. Bro is never home. I did not pick up my trash can today like I was supposed to. Well. I think that's like one complaint I'll always have with this game is time moves just a little bit too quickly. There's just like no real way to get everything done in one day. Which, I mean, I guess is kind of realistic because, like, if you lived in a small town and spent all day running around town just giving stuff to people, I mean, that would take you all day. No worries, Rubes. It's quiet. We're just chilling. I guess I kind of want to check how close I am on the slimes while I'm up here. $9.13. Maybe we want that. Take that and see what goes. So today we didn't get Harvey or the wizard. That's completely fair, L. Again, I love Stardew Valley. This is in my top 3 favorite games of all time. And I could still probably play this game every day. But like, you know, maybe for an hour. It's really addicting when you first start, but then like once you're established... Oh, this is a sad cutscene. This is one of the things that I really appreciate about Concerned Ape. You know, the guy who made this game. Is a lot of people label this as like a cozy farming sim. He does not use that verbiage to describe this game. I mean, he calls Stardew an RPG, which it is. But I really appreciate that, even though he made this kind of like cute, cartoony, whimsical sort of game, he wasn't afraid to shy away from some of the harder real-life topics that, you know, cozy fantasy games often just like avoid. You know, so Kent coming back from the war and struggling with PTSD. Shane and Pam both struggle with substance abuse. Like, they have these really kind of sad, difficult backstories that... Ugh, life. You know, like... Again, if you play some of the games that inspired Stardew, like Harvest Moon, it's just not as real, you know what I mean? Shane has a lot of growth, Ella. And the whole blue chicken thing is pretty cool too, so... Esme, hello. Happy Sunday, friend. See, and then Shane drops this, like, super deep cut, relatable dialogue. Because this is exactly how I feel in life, guys. I feel like... I failed as a parent. My kid died. And... you know, everything that I've done with my life in these last 2 years since her death. Every day I wonder, like, am I doing the right things? Am I making the right choices? Am I on the right path? And there are some days where I connect with you guys and feel like, yeah, this is a good thing and the world is better because we're connecting, helping each other. But like I was saying last week, a lot of this is like I'm just not sure. Some days I want to just hang it up, delete my channel, and stop being a YouTuber forever. I don't know. You guys ever feel that way? Like no matter what you do, it's not good enough? Question if it's the right thing? Where you feel like no matter what, you're gonna fail? Jane knows. He's a real one, though. You gotta give him that. He is certainly one of them. Oh, I'm actually drunk now. Get the drunk debuff. Yeah, I mean, Pam's pretty real too. Penny's pretty real too. So is Alex. I disliked Alex for a long time just because he's like the jock. And those kind of dudes, like when I went to high school, I did not care for that group of people. They weren't very nice to me. But Alex actually has a pretty underrated backstory. You know, when he opens up about his parents dying, like, that's pretty deep. I respect it. Oh, and ask me, I get that too. I mean, I think that's also part of why I ended up doing YouTube and now streaming is, you know, it affords me the opportunity to delve into this, which I consider to be a productive hobby. But I spend a lot of time isolated doing this. I spend a lot of time sitting at this computer, you know, whether I'm researching or writing or playing a game or streaming or editing. Pretty much it all happens here. The only exception to that is if I'm out filming somewhere. You guys watching in my Journey with Grief videos, like I take my camera out, usually like into the woods or something. I'll film out there. But other than that, like 95% of the work that happens to this project, you know, I'm in isolation when I do it. If I could telepathically communicate with the entire world at once, what would I say? Would tell everybody to be patient, be kind, and love themselves. About it. As succinct as I can state it. What's up, Erica? I always like to get that speed buff. And let's just put our other ring away. Oh, that's all good, friend. Like I said, that stuff is more important than watching some doofus on the internet play Stardew Valley or whatever it is I'm playing that day. We've got actually one more week of Eastward. So that's what Wednesday's stream will be, is Eastward. But then starting the week after that, we'll be picking Deltarune back up on June 5th. And I don't know, I mean, Eastward has been fun. Like, it's a game I'm enjoying and that I'll probably finish, but I don't know if I'll finish it on stream. We've done 3 sessions on stream now. Doesn't feel like people are super into it. That could just be my perception. So if I'm wrong and you guys actually do enjoy Eastward, let me know. Okay, so who do I need to get today? We need the wizard. I've got to go get my trash can. Don't let me forget. Barney. Penny. Penny. Got Clint. We can give him a topaz. George, we need a leek. Goody, we need a dime. I give diamonds to like 5 people, so it's... Cam, I got nothing for you. Harvey, I've got wine for you. Elliot, I've got a feather for you. Jazz, I've got nothing for you. All you guys. Dwarf, we can give... Dwarf likes emeralds. We'll give him some. So I don't need to see Seb, Robin. We'll go to the wizard. I know that some people come for certain games. Like if you look at the number of views I've gotten for the VODs, like the Undertale did considerably well. There's about 50% more views on the Undertale VODs than anything else. So it's very clear that Undertale is a beloved game in the community. And again, I'm not like trying to pander to you guys. You know, I'm going to play whatever games I feel like playing. But if it's the kind of thing where like, if I'm not really into a game, you know, and you guys aren't super into it either, then I'll flex. I'll play something else. Got Leah twice. Alright, let's go to Clint's before I forget. Any girl, it's raining, go inside. Does Elliot open his door? 10? I don't got enough friendship with anybody. I have to check out that game, Rufio. Better yet, you should stream it so that I can watch you play a game. So, the only thing... You know, I should start doing these two. But whatever. The hoe is just a nicety, and the watering can becomes really useful on Ginger Island. Get into the volcano, but... Oh, Harvey. What do we got left? Dwarf, Jody. I wanted to go to the desert and give Sandy something like... I mean, I would absolutely support you, Rufio. Absolutely reciprocate all the love and support you've given me. Abby's out in the rain. I'm creeping in the bushes. I'm grabbing another monster. I might have some stashed right here, actually. Don't let me get carried away and drink this whole thing. Because this is my third monster today, so... Oh. Well, what do we even say to this? I wasn't really doing work. I was just running around giving people crap. I don't want to give her the smart aleck answer. Whatever. I don't think it matters very much. Oh, well then I'll bug off. Me and my frog. Oh. Statement rescinded. The scene would have been funnier if I chopped down the tree first. I honestly didn't know that I could play the harp. We jamming. No. I remember when Monsters came out. I'm that old that I remember when Monsters came out. I think it was like 2002 or 3, something like that. But I remember walking to the corner store around the corner from my house. And I was with my girlfriend at the time and my best friend. Oh, we get 2 cutscenes in a row. Cool. And I saw this black and green can, and it was $2, which was a lot for a can of pop at the time. And I was like, oh, what's this thing? We bought it, brought it back to my house, and we sat in my living room and shared a Monster energy drink. And life was never the same ever again. We used to have Monster-themed parties where we would just, like, get a couple cases of Monster and hang out over the weekend and just drink Monster all day. And now I've reached this point where, you know, I'm not young anymore, guys. Like, I'm 37. And so I do have to be pretty careful with my stimulant intake. No thanks, that sounds stupid. 1010 would ride Seb's bike. I had a motorcycle for years and I miss riding. I've been thinking about getting another bike, honestly. But like I was saying, I'm kind of at the point where, you know, usually like 2 a day is my limit. Sometimes I'll get into a third one. Usually not. But a lot of it depends on how I sleep. And, you know, unfortunately, with my daughter's death, sleep is one of those things that I just have struggled with. It's just part of the PTSD, I guess. I struggle with sleep a lot. Oh, Esme, joining the Love Yourself family. Thank you so much for the support, friend. I really appreciate it. You now have access to emotes. You got a badge. We don't have enough time to plant melon. Or hops. I should have grown hops so I could have made beer. Oh well. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoy all the perks. And I appreciate your support. That's a great question, Harry. I think that's just like an inherent plot point of scary movies. You know, like they wouldn't be scary if everybody was smart and just made rational decisions. Therefore less entertaining. But I don't know. I don't write movies. And if I did, I certainly wouldn't write horror movie. We don't have much of this day left, but we might as well run to the desert and we'll go see Sandy while we're at it. Actually, what I should do is go to the desert and chop down all my trees. Oh yeah, that's right. Hell, I remember that. Yeah, that was pretty recently, like last year. Yeah, your mom will occasionally ridicule me for my caffeine consumption. And rightfully so. You've got a pink monster right now? There's a few that are pink. Ask me which one. Strawberry Dreams? I wish that didn't take so long. Actually, you know what? Why don't we plant a couple of these in the greenhouse? Because we have the space. We'll plant one. I didn't know we could get all this cute stuff in here. Pipeline Punch. That's a pretty popular flavor. That's a good one. The Aussie Lemonade one is good too. I've noticed that if I'm drinking the sugary monsters, like I can barely drink one. Which sucks because like I love the original monster. But like the original or like the juice ones, they've got so much sugar. That will give me like a blood sugar spike, and I don't like that feeling. But just the caffeine, as long as I drink enough water and stuff, and as long as I don't drink any after like 4 p.m., I'll be fine. Harry, you take it easy, friend. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hopefully we will see you in another stream, buddy. No, I like the Strawberry Dreams a lot. Kind of a mild flavor, which turns a lot of people off, but that's why I actually like it. Strawberry Dreams is probably one of my top 3 favorite ultras. That one's good, Rufio. I did finally try it. I don't like it quite as much as the regular Red Bull Peach. The Juneberry one, I like that one a lot too. But I think aside from original Red Bull, the Peach Red Bull will always be my favorite one. Watermelon Rehab. This one right here, which again is discontinued, which breaks Matt's heart. But this is my all-time favorite energy drink ever. Like nothing is even close. As far as Monster Ultras go, there's an Ultra Black, which is a black cherry flavor. There's the Strawberry Dreams. And then another one of the newer ones is Blue Hawaiian, like a pineapple. Those are my 3 favorite Ultras. I like those a lot. But I'll basically drink any of the Ultras. I'll drink any of the Rehabs. Honestly, like if I'm gonna drink a sugary energy drink, I probably won't have a Monster. I'll probably honestly have a NOS. NOS and the grape flavored NOS. Those are the sugary ones that I like. But I'll have like one of those a month, maybe. Which mango one, Esme? Are you talking about the mango punch one? Or the ultra, just an ultra mango? Mango Loco is the punch one? Can't remember. Hello, Rubes. Yeah, Ella, the Rehabs are what I tend to drink the most. You know, super low calorie, not carbonated. I honestly like them, like, not refrigerated. B1's here. We got a tortilla shirt. B1, how are you, friend? It's good to see you. Happy Sunday. All the juice ones are super sugary. Once in a very great while, I get a craving for the Java monsters too. Which, in general, I don't drink coffee. I have a pretty bad intolerance to coffee. If I do drink coffee, I get pretty bad heartburn. But once in a while, I'll have one and just deal with the heartburn. But the, I don't know if it's close to, but the Mocha Locas, Java Monster Loca Mocha, those are pretty good too. You like iced coffee? Cool. I think black coffee is just one of those polarizing things. You either like it or you don't. I can't drink black coffee. It's just too bitter for me. Like, if I make myself a cup of coffee, like, it's 3/4 coffee and 1/4 milk. But I'm a wimpy baby man. So that was actually, we got a lot of hardwood from that, which was, let's go plant this stir fruit. We'll put baby in the corner. We got a tortilla shirt and a burger shirt. From cutting down trees, I guess. Random. Does salt cut the bitterness, Rufio? I might try it. Again, I almost never drink coffee. It's like, I don't know, once a month, not even, that I crave coffee. It won't make me like black coffee, but it's a big change. Duly noted. I'll try it. Yeah, sometimes like a Red Bull is better, Rubes, just because it is a smaller portion, so you can kind of dial it in. And that's like with this monster here that I just opened, I won't drink the whole thing today. But that's what's cool about the rehabs is they're not carbonated, and so you don't really lose anything if you just cover it up and then start drinking it again the next day. Like, I do that all the time. That's a big part of why Monster took off. And then all the other energy drinks took off behind it. Because Red Bull was out for a while. Red Bull was kind of the pioneer in the States. But, you know, 20 years ago, you paid $2 for an 8-ounce can of Red Bull. And then Monster came out and basically said, okay, you can pay the same price, but we're going to give you a 16-ounce can. And so it was literally just like half as expensive per ounce. And so that's why, like, I've been kind of like a pretty loyal Monster drinker over the years. Is, you know, in 20 years, the base price of a Monster hasn't really gone up. I think MSRP might be $2.99 or $2.79 in the States for a Monster now, but most of the time you go to the grocery store or the gas station and they'll be, you know, like 3 for $7, or like our grocery store here, they're always 2 for $5, sometimes like $2.39. So you're getting the same product, you know, that's had a less than 10% price increase or so over the last 20 years. So it's pretty good. And especially, too, if you buy Monsters in bulk. Like, I always try to do that, too. You know, you can get... I buy 15 packs of Monster, usually. Like, Walmart and stuff will sell 15 packs. And those are nice, too, because you can get varieties. So, like, I'll often get... There's a Rehab variety pack that has the wild berry, the lemonade, and the peach one, which is one that I like a lot too. Or you can get an ultra variety pack that has the original white, strawberry dreams, and peachy keen, which are all solid flavors. And I'm pretty sure if you buy the 15 packs, I think they're like $23 or $24. So at that point, you're paying less than $2 per Monster. You buy 15 time. So a lot of it is just paying attention. It's the same. I mean, you can order Monsters on Amazon. Literally have, you know, a 24 case sent to your house, and usually it's about the same price as if you before. So I'll do that sometimes too. That's the only way to get these watermelon ones anymore because they're discontinued. You know, so I'll go and buy a 15 pack of the watermelon ones on Amazon. And usually I pay more like $40. But yeah, that's kind of Monster economics, exactly. That's kind of like my limit. Because I won't spend... Chocolate cake is good. I won't spend more than $3 on an energy drink. I mean... Unless I'm at the airport or something and it's just... I'm at the mercy of my situation, then $3 is my limit. We're getting a lot of recipes. We're getting a lot of recipes. Everybody loves us. Are you talking about an actual supply store, Rufio? Because you have a job hookup? Or are you talking about Gordon's GFS? Because I got turned on to that GFS by Meyer there. Brother, that's a game changer. I guess we'll grow some broccoli. Yeah, GFS. GFS is the GOAT. They've low-key just got a lot of good stuff there. All their frozen foods and stuff. I haven't... The only thing I've bought from there that I'll say I wasn't, like, super satisfied with was their fried pickle chips. And that's only because they were pretty spicy. Now, granted, like... I'm a wimpy white guy. And like I can handle my spice if I know something's gonna be spicy. And these aren't like put you in the hospital spicy, but I mean they're spicy. You eat a couple of them and you're like, ooh. And they're not labeled spicy at all. They're just labeled like plain fried pickle chips. I've been meaning to go back there and talk to them about it and just be like, hey, do you guys know that these are spicy? Like, I'm almost convinced that they were mispackaged. Like, they're actually the spicy kind. And they somehow got put into non-spicy packaging. Because it's, like, pretty significant. Girl's blocking my cave with a truffle. Yep, I had that one. I had the mac and cheese. I will take GFS frozen mac over like Stouffer's or something any day. Oh, they just want diamonds? That's easy. Our eels are happy. Alright, cheese. Mayo. Truffle. Mayo. Mayo. And put away the broccoli seed. And I guess we should do Skull Caverns today. I need to get a calendar in the house so I know when birthdays are. I don't have one, do I? Because I have not been paying attention to birthdays at all. No. Yeah, mac and cheese is one of those things that gets not good real quick when it's in holding. I'm sure you've seen that. I don't know if it's a TikTok or just, or I mean, it's a reel. But it's these, it's a first-person camera, and it's this dude, and he's at a buffet, and there's mac and cheese in the buffet, but it's like almost unrecognizable. Like it's just black, totally burnt. And this guy starts laughing so hard, and he has one of those like really funny, just like infectious laughs. If you haven't seen it, Google burnt mac and cheese buffet. It's a funny. Alright. We'll go do our silly little skull cavern run. I ain't even gonna pick up that flower. We don't need the sweet pea. V1, that's a pretty good way to put it. I've been to a lot of airports in my life. And honestly, like, most are overpriced. But that's... What I found is that's typically in the States. Airport stuff overseas... like in one of my second deployment, I had to travel back and forth between Germany and Africa. And I spent a few weeks in Kenya during that tour, and my job like was split up. Oh, I didn't touch my statue again. I'm never gonna remember. But my job was split up between working at the hotel and working at the airport. Boy, now I understand why people use the napalm ring, because that's super handy. But so a lot of my meals I had at the airport because it's the only place I could get food throughout the day. And it wasn't that expensive. Granted, like nothing in Africa is expensive by American standards. But I mean, it was hard to even spend $5 on a meal. There are more pets, Esme. They added more cats and dogs, and you can have multiple pets if you just buy more pet bowls from Robin. So we're pretty well established in this game at this point. I mean, we've got $250,000. I should be buying more animals still. I've kind of just been like focusing on friendship in the community center, so maybe that's the next thing we do. Build another barn and get more animals. But I think it's only like 5,000 to get another pet bowl. I don't know if there's a limit, but I know you can have more than one. Because on my other file, I have an orange cat and a black cat. So funny to just watch this little frog eat everything. The mummies and the giant slimes. Oh, that's cool. It even blows up the mummies. Sweet. I've got to keep an eye on my health. We'll eat some food. Cactus fruit is real good. Yeah. Alright, we back in it. Honestly, the trinket I would like to find is the music box, or fairy box. I think the fairy is the best companion. Basically, once you have the fairy, you never have to worry about health ever again in the game. It continuously heals you while you're in combat, so... Which is nice, because then you can stop carrying around items just to heal you. Like, you only have to worry about buffs and energy. I have never played Half-Life V1. Froggy, eat him. I wonder what the formula is to determine if a frog's going to eat an enemy or not. Because it kind of just seems random, like when he does it. Like, clearly he won't eat an enemy if he's full, but... Like, I don't know why he didn't eat that serpent when he had the chance there. Hey, but watch, he'll eat the big slime. The big slimes are the ones I don't want him to eat. Because if I can kill them, they'll split into smaller slimes, and I'll get more towards my slime count. But we're pretty close to that 1,000 here anyway now. He also has this really cute habit of waiting until I almost have the enemy dead before he eats him. I mean, you're right, V1. It could be some formulaic thing, but it's just like not a linear formula, so it's not easy for me to pick up on, and it just seems random when it's not. Ooh, we like those. I will say that right there is handy. When he eats it before I can even switch to my sword, that's nice. Pseudo RNG. Make a descent. What always amazes me with all that kind of stuff is that players always seem to be able to figure it out. I mean, I know like there's a lot of people who, like, that's just their thing, is they do a bunch of data mining and stuff. Figure out what makes games tick. And that goes back to what we were talking about in a previous stream about, like, task runs and stuff. You know, you kind of have to, like, really dig into a game and look at its skeleton to make feasible task runs work. You have to understand the actual parameters of the game itself. Which I find all that interesting, but also, like, above my pay grade. Want that. That sounds like something the Doom creators would do. Let's play it. See. Yeah, there's a few pretty interesting documentaries about those guys and the making of that game. you know, Doom really was like a big pioneering event. I mean, computer gaming has been around for a long time. But I feel like Doom was a big turning point. I feel like computer gaming exploded in the 90s, and maybe that's just because I was there for it and I was young. That's just my perception. I don't know. I'm sure there's some rose-tinted glasses, but you know, I look at Doom, I look at Diablo 1 and 2. Pretty interesting time to be a gamer. We don't have a whole lot of time left. Pretty nice that he eats the bugs too, because I can't kill them without the bug killer enchantment on my weapon. Alright, let's just go. Alright guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. I didn't even realize I got a prismatic shard when I was there. Cool. We're going to button up today so that I can go get some family time in. Put away all our stuff here. So while I'm doing this though, just to kind of recap, big milestone, hit 60K. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you guys all so much. We have one more week of Eastward. So Wednesday stream will be Eastward. And then again the following week, instead of streaming on Wednesday, June 4th, I will stream on Thursday, June 5th, so that we can continue Undertale, or excuse me, Deltarune, playing the new chapters. So a reminder for yourself, if you're looking to play the new chapters, they come out on June 5th, right around the corner. B1 I absolutely will. I haven't seen my uncle in quite a while. And I think I've only seen him like once or twice actually since my daughter passed, so pretty excited for that family time. But as always, I appreciate you guys taking some time out of your Sunday to come hang out. Always good to see the familiar faces, but always cool to see new people as well. So for my new folks in chat, if you enjoyed this, we welcome you to the community. We're here typically Wednesdays and Sundays. I try to do a variety of games, and I'm trying to diversify a little bit more as we build momentum here. But, again, we're just trying to make a chill space for people to hang out, pick each other up, just good vibes. That's what we're going for here. So thank you for being a part of it. So I hope to see you guys on Wednesday for more Eastward. But whether I do or not, good luck with all your endeavors this week. I'll tell you the same thing I always tell you, and it's to make sure that you take some time for yourself. Life can get pretty hectic, pretty overwhelming. So just set some time aside to refill your own glass, because you can't pour from an empty glass, right? But with that, I'll leave you guys be. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. As always, take care and remember to love yourself. You guys.